this is Commodore Amiga, aka Evan McCabe, the creative director of the Black Sheep Brigade. Huge thank you to everyone who watched the Terminator Genesis trailer reaction. I'll put a link in the description if I fucking remember. And all of a sudden I'm sweating. Yeah, the guns are coming out now. Lol. Update on me quickly. Half and half. For those who knew what happened last video and what I've been talking about on social networks, thank God I just got a caution, and that was it. If you want to know more about that, I will try post a link in the description to that. Basically it's affected my confidence. Although I may try and go out this evening and try again my social skills. I am someone who has Asperger's and anxiety, so you know, going out for me is a big fucking deal. All I do is stay in all day. Anyway, I'm into this video, and I'm talking too much. This is a reaction video. Fuck. This is a reaction video to the new Mad Max trailer that has aired. I'm just going to silence it. Again, the link will be in the description if you want to check it out. It's dropped today, and this trailer woke me up. It's just a piece of art. It's probably the best thing about this season from a performance arts perspective is it's like Christmas in a sense of that we get all these brilliant teasers and trailers about how bitterly disappointed we're going to be in the summer. Although I would say with this one, out of all of the trailers that has premiered, I would say that this is probably the most exciting one because it speaks to me as an artist. You know, there's a bit of I don't know if you guys have ever seen the original Clockwork Orange trailer in it. There's all kinds of crazy fast editing. It's just a really awesome trailer. So let's get into it. Yeah. Really, I should have just done that from before. I need sound actually. Okay, so this opening scene. Let me have a quick chat about it. What I will say is that what kind of struck me from the first couple of frames into this video is just the colors, because what a lot of directors tend to do is to make the sand completely like fucking pale olive yellowy skin, but we get this beautiful kind of orangey yellowy sand, which to me is running with the whole theme of this trailer. There's a continual theme going on in terms of flames and fire. So you've got that little bit of like redness from the sand, and the sky blue is wonderful. But this, I wonder what this is. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like I don't know if that's like a city, like they did in like the Thunderdome. But I'll be curious to see what that is. I need sound again. So actually, having said that, yeah, to me that kind of strikes me as possibly a city for them to do their thing. I actually don't know the factions in terms of this this franchise. It's one of those franchises that I saw as a kid, and let me have a quick stopper there. It's one of the franchises as a kid that I was really interested in, but I didn't watch it fully. I only watched bits of it. If that's a familiar character, type it in the description, or if this is a completely new character to the franchise, let me know. Also, with the sound clip in this bit, my ear is telling me that sounds very like Mel Gibson. Does Mel Gibson have a cameo in this? Again, in the description. Actually, maybe I should just do my research on it. But I love the fucking the makeup and the costumes in this piece. It's just, there's something really fucking cool about post-apocalyptic world, and it's something that can be so easily blown out of proportions and just made to look silly. The one memory I have of that is Doomsday, which is from the director of Dog Soldiers. You know, he kind of fucks that up for me. So let's move on. Oh, let me just quickly pause here. What the fuck is going on here? Because, as you can see, it's a guy with spikes, and it's this fucking Game of Thrones car, and there's people in it, right? So why the fuck does it explode? Why? Why? Were they killing fucking robot humans? What the fuck? I'm sure, you know, when the film comes out, that will be explained. Again, with the colours, flames and fire. By the way, can you drink oil? Because that's the kind of thing that's... oh, by the way, that was a wonderful shot. Like this random cloud storm, sandstorm. I forgot my thought. But I want to know what that sign is. Another thing that kind of irks me... oh, here's the fast bit as well. Well, the beginning of the fast bit. Why is Charlie Theron's in an American accent? I'd like it to be like where it's a mutual world. So like, other than Max himself, obviously, who's actually cast as a Brit. Who's a Brit but's got this Australian accent. And Nick House has also got an Australian accent. Why is there why is there an American put in a mix? Why can't Charlie do a South African accent? Or is it the case that she's been in the States for such a long period that she's completely lost that accent, which can happen with people in general? God, he's just... Nicholas House is completely unrecognisable in this project, which is brilliant. Oh, this is my favourite bit, by the way. So lots of fast editing. Fucking colours. I love that bit. That for me, I chuckled at that because it's so fucking random. It's just and explosions behind him, but it creates such a great shot. And holy shit, how much gas have you put in those? Oh yeah, it's all mechanical, so that makes sense. But yeah, I love the colours and the explosions as well. Who's that bird in the background? By the way, this is my favourite bit. It's just the colours and the what the fuck is happening here. And the thunder as well. Absolutely amazing shot. And it's one of the shots where where the desert looks completely unrecognisable. And that's our trailer. The desert looks completely unrecognisable, so I would imagine that would be the finale of the film. I can't imagine I can't imagine another scene where we have this huge kind of... I can't imagine any scene trumping that. So that's going to be... I think that's going to be our final shot. I'm just so... out of all the films that are coming out next summer, I think this might be the one to really look at, be excited for, provided that they target the right audience. They've already targeted me. I'm very interested about this project now because I heard, I think it's Beethoven. I actually don't know what that piece is called towards the end. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's Beethoven. But anyone who knows this channel and has watched the I have Asperger's syndrome video knows I'm absolutely obsessed with Battle Royale. So as soon as I heard that, proper fanboy moment. What else looks good? Tom Hardy looks strong in all fucking all frames that we saw of him. It seemed like 4 frames. It might be longer. Charlie Theron's looks disturbingly fit, considering that this is, you know, the end of the world. But I think the real sleeper in this project will be Nicholas Hoult. He's one of these actors who has just completely transformed himself. He's gone to this, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio kind of, oh, I'm good looking, da 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 actor, to this really, it's like he's taking his work seriously, and the fact that he's a good looking chap is secondary to his work. I think there's a lot of actors out there, performers in general, not just male, female and genderless, if there are any really famous genderless actors out there who are all about the looks, and that's fine. But when casting directors go to create a project, 9 out of 10 times they go for someone who's distinctive enough to play the role that the directors want them to play, but they're not good looking, but they're not really like ridiculously good looking. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's more of a case of that I'm good looking in the role rather than I'm a good looking guy playing a role. Does that make sense? And I think that's why Tom Hardy is really popular now, and you know, there's a lot of guys that have a man crush on him, whereas he's one of these guys who is a good looking guy who looks after himself, but he's not the type of actor, he's not the type of good looking actor who plays a role. He's playing a role and he just happens to be good looking. So that's the kind of thing that Nicholas Holtz seems to be doing for me. Are there any downsides in this trailer? For me, the story hasn't been mentioned. We get, you know, it's the end of the world. Yeah, we get that. But the one thing we haven't really seen is what's the difference between this Mad Max and the other Mad Maxes. You know, even in this apocalyptic world, there's a story going, and we don't get much of a story. We just get fast editing, action, and these ridiculously sexy colors. I absolutely love the color structure in this film. It's really exciting. You know, it's not as bland as the Terminator film was. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was it's a lot of the colors were very bland. It was very cold, and so it should be. Another post-apocalyptic film dealing with robots, and obviously you think of robots, you think of like this silvery kind of blue. I think of like RoboCop, the RoboCop video games, and they particularly on the 8-bit and personal computers, they could never get the color right. It was always like this weird kind of like bright light blue kind of color structure that they had, and that's what I saw a lot in the Terminator trailer. I don't know, maybe I'm chatting shit about that trailer, maybe not. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm going to end the video here. What I will say is I fucked up in terms of the Blair Witch 2 thing. Oh, no, I did upload it actually. Again, if I remember, I'll put the link in the description. I will try upload some more videos later on today. After this one goes up, this one takes about fucking 3 hours to upload. So yeah, please remember to subscribe, remember to like. If there's any comments that you agree with, if there's any comments that, anything you noticed from the trailer from watching it, let me know in the comments. And as always, flames and fire. Pause, you bastard.